Hey, what is up, guys? It's me, Sanosuke, and today I'm going to be talking about Naruto Chapter 605. This was a crazy chapter. A lot of insane things happened, but at the same time, the chapter made us ask a ton of additional questions about what the hell is going on. It didn't really answer any of the questions, so let's just go ahead and jump right into the chapter and talk about the thing that everyone is buzzing about right now, the fact that Kakashi has revealed that he attained his Mangekyo Sharingan during that little fight, or after he killed Rin, or whoever that was, whatever that was. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, so why the hell can't, or didn't he use that Mangekyo Sharingan during part 1, and why did it seem like he only unlocked it during that time skip? Well, I have in pretty much a big theory is the word I'm going to use in regards to why Kakashi was unable to, or did not use that Mangekyo Sharingan during part 1. Now, the first thing I want to mention is that you see that he passes out directly after that Mangekyo Sharingan activates. This is probably because he's low on chakra. If you think about it, he was fighting with presumably Rin, some Mist Ninja, etc., and he used the Chidori. We do know that from part 1, he can only use the Chidori assumably 4 times a day. So, we don't know how many times he could have used that Chidori, or Raikiri, whatever, during the pre-Naruto era, or whatever. So he could have, maybe he can only use it twice, 3 times, maybe only once a day. So we don't really know for sure. I don't remember how many times using Kakashi Gaiden, so I'm not even going to examine it from that standpoint. So it's to be assumed that the activation of Mangekyo is what drained his chakra and caused him to pass out. Now, we do know, I want to take a minute to look at Sasuke for a second. We do know that Sasuke attained his one-tone Sharingan when Itachi slaughtered the village, or slaughtered the Uchiha. I've been saying village all day. When he slaughtered the Uchiha. And when he slaughtered the Uchiha, Sasuke chased after him. He activated his one tome as he was chasing him down through a kunai at Itachi, knocked off his headband, and he saw him crying. Sasuke blocked out that memory, so he did not realize that he had unlocked that one tome Sharingan. And so later on he remembers, oh hey, I unlocked it, which is why we don't see him use the Sharingan until his fight with Haku. And we also notice that fight, when he fights Haku, his Sharingan is evolved in, I believe, his left eye, left or right, whatever. It's got one has 2 tomes, the other has 1 tome. That's all that matters. So, when we see that, you can use that as an example. Maybe Kakashi forgot. Which, a lot of people are like, well, that's kind of like seems far-fetched. But you never know. I mean, that's probably a very traumatic thing to go through. Presumably killing the real Rin, which should have been one of his best friends, right? So, Kakashi, let's say he passes out, right? He forgets that he had unlocked the Mangekyo Sharingan because he passed out upon its arrival. We get into part 1. He probably has no reason, no inclination, doesn't even know what the Mangekyo Sharingan is, so he has no reason to seek it or to try and attain it. Then Itachi comes into town, kicks his ass using the Mangekyo, opens his eyes to the fact that the Mangekyo Sharingan exists. So now Kakashi knows that the only way to defeat Itachi, or at least stand a chance against Itachi, is to unlock the Mangekyo of his own, and hopefully then he can break Tsukiyomi and not get raped by Itachi. So, during the time skip, he basically trains up and learns to use the Mangekyo Sharingan, which he didn't realize he already had. Alright, that's the only thing that really, in my opinion, makes a lot of sense. Now, the second point that I want to bring up that a lot of people are questioning is, okay, if Obito unlocked his Mangekyo Sharingan, how come he's not blind by now? Because obviously he's got to be using Kamui all the time, to get all over the place, and that obviously seems like it's his Mangekyo Sharingan's ability. Now, it's also plausible to say that certain Sharingan, when they get their key ability, they may be able to use that ability in their 3-tome once they've mastered the Mangekyo, so that they can use the most basic form of their technique prior to, without going into the Mangekyo. I want to look at Itachi for example. In part 1, I know for a fact in the anime when they fought Kakashi, he didn't activate his Mangekyo. He just used the 3-tome and was still able to put Kakashi under Tsukiyomi. So, I mean, it could be possible that once someone masters their Mangekyo, they can use a weakened form of their of their key ability in their Mangekyo, because we know that Itachi was sort of the Genjutsu master type of deal below Shisui, because Shisui's Koto, Amatsukami or whatever is like the master of all, the key of all, the ultimate Genjutsu, basically. So it's plausible that whatever ability that they excel in, they can use on the most basic level with their 3-tone. And of course, this is me just throwing out a guess. And the other option with Obito is the fact that he has Senju DNA now, because half of his body is grafted on, has Hashirama on it. And he even states later on that I am the next Sage of Six Paths. I am the perfect union of Senju and Uchiha. So, you know, yes, that's pretty much the most common answer you ever get in Naruto nowadays is Senju DNA. If there's a problem with an Uchiha, they must be using Senju DNA. So, you know, that's just kind of a sort of a guess for Obito. I would love to hear you guys' theories on why Obito isn't blind, why he used his Sharingan over and over and over without seeming to have any problems whatsoever, and obviously he does not have the Eternal Mangekyo. So, you know, there's that to consider as well. Now, I also want to hear your opinions about Kakashi and Rin. Do you think that Rin is the real Rin that was killed? Why do you think Kakashi killed that Rin, whether she be real or not? What reason? I am a Kakashi fan, so I don't think that Kakashi legitimately killed Rin for shits and giggles. So, you know, I would love to hear theories in regards to Rin, in regards to Obito and his Sharingan usage, and of course in regards to Kakashi and his own Mangekyo Sharingan unlocking and revelation that he may have, you know, unlocked it at some point in time. Anyway, guys, I'm Sanosuke. Thank you so much for watching. All your support means a lot, and I'm out. Peace.